Greetings, brothers and sisters. We're finally back. We finally made it to this Saturday's edition on this Mystelics reaction. I guess big up all the Mystelics family and any new videos you tune in to see what's up with my thoughts and comments on this. Vibes, brothers and sisters. Big up all yourself one time. Hand clap goes out to you guys. And of course, don't forget, brothers and sisters, that I'll be reacting to the comments on the video that had the most comment for the week. Of course, leave your thoughts and comments in the comment box below as well for this reaction. And of course, don't forget to click the thumbs up button. Don't be shy. Click the thing for me, please. For, of course, YouTube to notify or for YouTube to recommend more of my videos ready for you guys. And, of course, to help support the vibrations to push it further and further. And, of course, don't forget to subscribe and turn on that post notification for you to get more vibrations when I upload new content on this channel right there and then. Anyways, brothers and sisters, without further ado, let us get into the vibrations right there. Of course, brothers and sisters, we see this sentiment. And what exactly is this? This is very interesting. When I saw it, brothers and sisters, and of course it had to do with some of the scheduled activities that will be taking place in the near future. And some individuals seem to wonder what exactly is going on in the nation and Caribbean when it comes to Dominica, brothers and sisters. Well, first of all, before we continue, I saw this. Of course, they apparently are putting up lights on the bridge. I think it's the same lights that they use. But hey, you have to reuse these same lights, brothers and sisters. Things are hard in these very hard times, especially from the individuals who are making it hard times. They have to reuse the lights and stuff that they put on the bridge, brothers and sisters. It seems like that's what they're doing. Hopefully it's up. When I ask somebody, I ask them if there's lights on the bridge, they tell me no. So I don't know if they put it up and take it down. You will talk to me, brothers and sisters. Talk to me nicely. But of course, keep in mind that there's a schedule when it comes down to the sentiment of Christmas, brothers and sisters. Keep in mind that Christmas is about the birth of Yeshua. And of course, him coming in a manger as a low-down person in society, brothers and sisters. But of course, he's the king of the universe. Interesting. Came to die for you and me so we can stop our dirty ways. Our dirty ways. So of course, let us remember that sentiment right there. But of course, as indicated on this schedule right there for December the 19th, you have the Christmas Village opening. I'm thinking this is in Roseau. And of course, the 20th, you have Magic Christmas Kids. They don't say no where it is. But hey, we're reading, brothers and sisters. They could at least put where it is. Oh, hold on. I think this is in Roseau, brothers and sisters. Okay, in Roseau. All right, Roseau. So we have the Christmas Village officially opening on 19th. Then you have the Christmas for the Kiddies on the 20th. Then you have Netflix and Munch. Netflix and Munch gospel concert. I guess they will figure out where it is. Maybe it's in the same area where they're gonna be having the Christmas Village. So I'm guessing all this will take place in the Christmas Village since it's open in the Christmas Village, you know. But yeah, apparently people have to go there and participate, brothers and sisters. Of course, you have the government band Christmas concert. Most likely it'll be in the Christmas Village. You guys will correct me if I'm wrong. Then you have the Believe and Shine talent show. Believe and Shine. All right. What you believing in? Hopefully it's in Yeshua, brothers and sisters. If not, well, couple smoke your pipe. All right. Anyways, Believe and Shine talent show. Come and show magic trick and sing and what else people are doing? Dance and what else they was doing in Indonesia? There's paint. I don't know if there's paint. Choreograph. I think it'll most likely be a singing show. But you guys let me know how that goes. Of course, December 24th, holiday karaoke shopping day. And of course, you have Merry Christmas on the 25th. Right, brothers and sisters. Then, of course, on the 26th, is that called Boxing Day, brothers and sisters. You have live band melodies. I guess that'll be in the Christmas Village as well. And of course, they have on the 27th, you have the holiday Sip and Paint. Come and sip and paint, brothers and sisters. Kids and adults will be sipping and painting. What exactly the kids will be sipping on? Kool-Aid? Grapefruit juice. Yes, man. Come and sip some grapefruit juice and paint. Yes, brothers and sisters. Anyways, continuing on the 28th of December. Of course, this is all about the ending of the year. Right there. You have Netflix and Munch again. Not Netflix and Chill. Plus a gospel concert. Right there in that regard. Hopefully, they should have put that on the last day, man. They should have put that on the final day. Or not the final day, on the 31st. Having a gospel concert where people come and celebrate and then have fireworks and stuff. I think that would, but hey, I don't know who the planners are. All right then. Anyways, brothers and sisters, on the 29th, you have the there's Light and Believe. Okay, so on December 20th, you have Believe and Shine. Now it's Light and Believe ceremony. All right, brothers and sisters. All right then. 30th, Jazz in the Village. I guess it's Christmas jazz. Well, Christmas passes, so New Year's jazz. All right. Christmas in the village. Which village? I know it's not Rosewood. Rosewood doesn't come out now, boy. Anyways, what do I know? Anyways, Jazz in the Village. Let me just read the last day of the year, brothers and sisters. December 31st, New Year's Eve, ring into 2026. So I'm guessing maybe they'll have some fireworks, hopefully. I know last time they were claiming that they were going to have fireworks and no fireworks shine, but they know when to come and fireworks coming. Anyways, January 1st, Happy New Year! Final day for the whole, I guess, celebrations and stuff. Of course, Monday to Thursday, 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. I guess that's the opening hours for the Christmas Village. And of course, Sundays will be 4 p.m. to 12 a.m. So 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. on Friday, 6 p.m. to 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. Monday to Thursday, and Sunday will be 4 p.m. to 12 a.m. right here. So the weekends, it'll be up to 12 a.m. and on the weekdays, people have to go and work. Tell them go at their home, children. Mommy, boy, to open still, mommy, to open. Go at your home. All right. Anyways, brothers and sisters, as we continue right there, it's Christmas season. We have to remember something, brothers and sisters. People have worked hard for stuff, and then some people just work hard to violate people think. What's going on, brothers and sisters? Violate people, basically. So apparently, according to what is written on this village, apparently somebody went into a Chinese store and decided to thief. All right. We don't have money. The economy hard. Let's thief. thief. And you will think, boy, let me go and thief something that actually... No, they will thief stupidness. I'm not saying go and thief, brothers and sisters. But I mean, come on. That is what you can thief. What is that? It's subculture. I see there. Hey, this is the other part of the video. So apparently somebody else, maybe that person, what the person come in. You see somebody, maybe it's the partner in crime. Partner in crime come. Partner in crime put thing in bucket way. All right, it's your mother's store there. Your mother's store. Oh, she put it back. Okay, she put it back. Thank God. Don't thief. Okay, she taking it out. Maybe she's sampling, man. Sampling. But when it comes to sampling, you ever thought that when you go to a store, sometimes you might not be able to afford the perfume because of the hard economy, brothers and sisters. And you decide, you know what, let me go to a store to sample the perfume. But you really go inside there so you can spray perfume on yourself for you to go work. You never thought of that? The reason why I'm saying this is because in certain places in the United States, brothers and sisters, you can go into like wholesale establishments. And then while you passing, you're seeing people on the corner of an aisle or something, and they're pretty much handing out samples. And I'm checking to myself, if I'm really hungry, boy, and I go into work, I might just stop there and just sample all the food. And by the time I finish sample, my belly full, man. Free sample, man, my belly full. It's not like they're not giving it to you, brothers and sisters. Sometimes you can ask for 2 free samples. I didn't test that properly. I want to test that again. But apparently in Dominica, they're sampling stuff that they cannot sample. And T-cell go, the product disappear. The one in the white shirt. All right then. They forget this Chinese. All the time, people don't learn. So all the time, only don't know that Chinese also have cameras in their spot. They always have cameras in their spot. And all you just talk, yeah. Yeah. That is what you call the unmitigated gall. The obliterated audacity, man. That is it. Right there. No, I didn't see the one in black teeth, nothing. But apparently the one in white, she takes something on the shelf, she go and she come back. Where is it, auntie? Auntie, where is it? Well, look at another angle. That one have a shades. That one is like Superman. You know, Superman's disguise is a bare face. Or sometimes Mr. Incredible's the disguise is a piece of black thing on the eyes. That one. And disguise is a glasses. It's see-through glasses. But you must look up, auntie. If you go in and thief, some people think, look up. No, I'm not an advisor to tell people how to thief. Think of, my God, thief properly now. Don't thief, people. Thieving is bad. Thieving is very, very bad, man. But they out there, man, they circle in. They're making sure they come out from the camera footage. But you know, when they leave this store, nothing. They take things on the shelf, but when they go in, they don't have nothing to check out. They must have put it back, man. They must have put it back. I myself don't know. Anyways, people were saying this right there. If all you're following them petty things, that's what I just say, It's interesting. You're not following anything to increase the standard of your life. I'm not saying go and follow, my goodness. But my God, if you're going and thief with purpose now. Brother and sister, I don't say God thief. But my God, thief with purpose now, my goodness. If all you're following them petty things by Chinese, them petty things cheap, $1, $2, I don't know, but brothers and sisters, they cheap in Chinese now. Chinese come to help the economy. I don't. Anyways, brothers and sisters, if you're following them petty things by Chinese, it's not me or you wouldn't follow. I can even put more to that. If you're following them petty things by Chinese, what you can do to me? You're risking yourself. Chinese always have cameras in their store. Always. It's not a mistake. You see other videos. If you didn't know, my God, Chinese videos go crazy now when it comes down to people volleying in Chinese store. Chinese have cameras. But no, you don't care. You're going and volley nonsense. And then you want to pretend, oh, I'm innocent. Well, any brothers and sisters, let me your thoughts in that regard right there. But the about the sentiment, brothers and sisters, of course, a number of persons are definitely in a Roseau for the Christmas season. Well, this is not Roseau. This looks like the massa going to Maho region. And you can see the traffic is trafficking, brothers and sisters. The traffic's feel trafficky, today. A trafficolic. Yes, brothers and sisters. But ask me why. Well, maybe down Maho that block up and thing, because that area shouldn't be a problem. But then again, they need to fix Maho. I remember Scary them was saying they're going to build a road on the sea, or they're going to shift the houses so that they can make the roads bigger. And then we've seen these sentiments right there. But sometimes it's just scary talking. Sometimes scary just doesn't decide. But you know what? Let me just come and tell you people something. Guys, we're going to shift all the houses on the road in Maho, and we're going to make a nice big road so that the congestion will stop. Wait. Or maybe you guys know, and I don't know. Maybe Mystelics. I don't know what they're talking about. Anyways, let's continue right there, brothers and sisters. I saw this very situation where apparently they seem to be abusing the police. So they have a cannon pointing in the police vehicle. Really? Yeah, you guys stretch the joke there, eh? You guys, I know police sometimes does be wicked and they heartless and they worthless. A lot of them worthless, brothers and sisters. But I mean, come on, you have to be worthless with the police, them too, Some of them worthless and they worthless. Worthless and worthless, brothers and sisters. Big belly, he can't run. Where he running going? With that size belly, where you running going, sir? Where you going? Might as well just let it happen to you, like you just did right there. But I don't think that this is a good thing for individuals to be disrespecting the police like this. Because at the end of the day, when problems happen, it's still the popo you calling. With all the thing all you trying to hate on police, things happen is police. Even though sometimes they don't come. Even though most time they doesn't come. Or they choose when they come in, brothers and sisters. Sometimes they come in 2 weeks late. I'm not lying, huh? I remember when the man was volleying on the man camera in Maho. And the man say police don't come. 2 weeks passed, nothing. The man still walking around the place. So it's nothing I'm making up. You call the police for a robbery that happened, and police don't show up yet for 2 weeks, brothers and sisters. So sometimes they worthless, and I understand the plastic police true. They're worthless, brothers and sisters. But sometimes you have to give, they carry a sentiment of protect and serve. So at least give them a little respect when it comes down to that sentiment right there. So I don't think that was a good thing. Wherever this is, I don't think this is all the way. But my goodness, come here for Dominica. You cannot mistake it. Or you shouldn't have done that at all. All right, brothers and sisters, what are your thoughts on this? Do you think that this is okay? Do you think the police was part of it? Hey, enjoying the bamboo bursting that go right in his ears, Do you think that was a good thing? Right, let me know your thoughts in that regard. Anyways, brothers and sisters, let us go to the comments right now. Okay, guys, we have made it right there when it comes to this sentiment. And of course, as indicated, I told you guys the one that has the most comments. And of course, the Trini Robert exposing the secret, dangerous societies of the Caribbean. had the most comments right there. So we're going to be reacting to some of the comments. Let us put this to the newest ones so that we can get it run up and popping. All right, guys, we got it locked. Taxi Augustine says, St. Lucia is developing nicely under the SLP. This individual will say, unlike the United Workers' Party or UWP, who sold the country, if you want, watch the results of the St. Lucia result. It speaks for itself. Well, I've heard a number of things when it comes into the St. Lucia results, but I wouldn't say much on that right there. But thanks for the comment, no doubt about it. But from my experience I've been St. Lucia back and forth, especially for the music festival and this kind of things there. So I've been St. Lucia a number of times, even for bike show as well. So I've been St. Lucia a number of times, and noticing certain things, I realized that things went down. Maybe from your point of view, maybe a few of the places that I used to go, they are not functioning as properly as they used to, but maybe more businesses. I guess you live in St. Lucia, so you know more. But that's just from my point of view. I think things have went down based off, me going back and forth. So that's just my point of view right there. But thanks for the comment right there. Pat? Okay. Patsu that. All right. Patsu that. All right then. She was always like that, but never had the platform to showcase the idiocy or outright wickedness before. Now there's outreach, there's therefore exposure. Never support or admire politicians. They are leeches feeding off the blood of the people. I'm guessing you're talking about either Kamala or Mia. Oh, Mia, yes. Mia was always like that. That's what the person is saying, but she never had the platform to showcase the idiocy and outright. Okay, so this person is talking about Mia. So yeah, but to me, she didn't have that kind of policy. She didn't have those policies until she started meeting some of the individuals that scared them. No. And I know she was one of the advocates for doing what is right and the proper thing. I remember. This is why I was a huge supporter of her. I was against the whole climate change business that she was pushing, but she had the proper ideology, no doubt about it, when it comes into the sentiment. And I noticed when she changed, I was like, why is Mia doing this thing? And especially when she came to Dominica and she was literally talking against the very people who brought her in for the 70th Dominica Labour Party anniversary situation. She was literally talking against the very people that were there and the things that was happening as a result of under the leadership of Skerrit. So I found this very strange, but she definitely changed, no doubt about it. From my understanding and from a number of persons, they realized that sentiment. Maybe she had it in her, and then afterwards she changed. So I don't know, but I just noticed from the trajectory path that she was doing well. Then she started talking about climate change, and then she just go down the road after getting involved with some of Skerrit's them people. Some of the people that have come and do survey in Dominica for election. All right. All right, then. I don't talk about secret society. All right. Anyways, brothers and sisters, Dorian Ramsey, all right then, is stating all the far left was invited. The right wing is with Trump, so those who are not with the far right were invited. What? Oh, you're talking about, oh yeah. The right is with Trump. Okay. I guess Kamala them is with Trump, and I guess, SVG is with Trump as well. So, but I don't think that has anything to do with it, though. It seems like there's a labor brigade when it comes on a labor team. They're trying to get all the labor people to be in power. And thank God St. Vincent woke up a little, because Ralph has been there too long. Get him out, brothers and sisters. Get him out. And Trinidad has also woken up. So hopefully Dominica can wake up. St. Lucia, from my point of view, you can disagree, but from my point of view, St. Lucia went to sleep. All right. They should have changed it back and forth to avoid the corruption, Anyways, I don't know much about the situation. I just figured, hey, if government changing every time there's election, that's a good thing. So corruption can abuse or grow in that sentiment right there. Anyways, yeah, so thanks for that comment, Doreen. All right, One Love is saying, why is it that you want to tell us, St. Lucians, what's going on in St. Lucia? We know and we can feel it. St. Lucia is best it's ever been in decades. The opposition party, when they were in power in 2016, made us see hell, giving our money to foreigners, friends, and family, wasting our resources. Something like Dominica you're talking about there. Anyways, foreigners, friends, and families wasting our resources. We will sick of them. Don't tell us what we should do in our country. If threes are problems, with the other countries. Talk about them, not us. Others were invited to our Prime Minister swearing-in ceremony. They did not show up. Some of them called the Prime Minister to congratulate him. Stop spreading rumors about us. We're okay. Speak the truth or find out the truth before you speak. Well, thanks for that comment, but I'm just giving my point of view from what I have seen and from what other St. Lucians have told me. So you might be on the other side, they might be on the other side, but I'm talking about from what I have seen. How are you telling me what I have seen? You know, are you crazy? But thanks for the comments, whoever you are. I'm not saying what St. Lucia is. I'm telling you what I have seen. I've been in certain businesses, seen how things are going. That's what I have seen, because I've been in St. Lucia quite some time. Over 10 times I've been to St. Lucia. So I'm just saying from what I've seen, you know. Anyways, Sakawat. All right, Sakawat, brothers and sisters, he's saying Friday is a day in the week. They do not want any days to be with them. Okay, I guess he's talking about Friday not being a part of the St. Lucia situation. Josh is saying Mia too, she's a sellout. I cannot disagree with you there. It just seems like that is what she has done. And when you follow people, brothers and sisters. You have to understand them when you follow them. I'm not somebody who just blindly follows people, you know. When you see they start doing craziness, I tell you, do your craziness, stop your dirty ways, man. Yes, man, I just say it like it is. So, who vex, burst. And don't burst too quick, you're not a blowfish. Anyways, Vicky, big up Vicky one time. Why would you see this VIP school club of corruption? She's talking about the government official attending the inauguration of the new Prime Minister of St. Vincent when he doesn't belong there. Evil mob, the Jumbie mob and sisters. This group have their secret love for each other and don't want others to find out what they're dealing with. I know, that's the sentiment. Just like when a new Prime Minister when Kamala came into Trinidad, they found out a set of craziness happening. A set of madness. Even involving Ralph Gonzalez, his children owning property in Trinidad. And you wonder, what is this? What is going on? How can this be? You know? But anyways, so that is one of the reasons why I definitely want the change over to happen, because it seems like when ministers settle, especially in Dominica, heavy corruption takes place. And then you don't get to truly see it unless you are in there to then decide, okay, let's go into the books. Let's go into the bookkeeping, brothers and sisters, to see exactly where is where, because you are now in control to see what has happened with that money. This is one of the reasons why I wanted Trump to come. And then we found out $4.7 trillion was printed via auto pen. $4.7 trillion was printed via auto pen under the Biden administration. But of course, people don't know these things. They're just ignorant. They're just ignorant. Anyways, let's continue, brothers and sisters. Everything in Dominica is controlled by that Volcker PM. Hey, can we disagree with this? Hey, if Dominicans don't wake up from this deep sleep to observe what is going on around them, sometimes they wake up, you know, it's just that some of them wicked. Some of them just equally as wicked, man. I'm not saying a lot of them, you know, some of them brothers and sisters, and then those who come from overseas, they're more wicked than those in Dominica. Nobody can be more wicked than those in Dominica that seen the corruption, feeling the hurt, and feeling the blows, and feeling the abuse. And they still go back and vote for the very people who are abusing them and hurting them and so forth. So they can't be more wicked than the individuals outside, but both of them wicked, you know. But anyways, see how we're becoming beggars, yes, in our own land. They're giving all the wealth to the individuals making millions, brothers and sisters. Look at Kapinski. Three people walked away with $70 million and counting. I think it's 73 because the two got 30 million and then he wanted to take the others to court. That is not part of Trump's administration. And I think he got about 13 million from that situation right there. Anyways, if Dominicans wake up, they're in a deep sleep right now, no doubt about it. But beggars on our island, they will definitely become and are able to get jobs. They can't get jobs, so they have to leave. So we can elevate our standards. Sometimes they get jobs and they're just happy with the mediocre money that they get in. There was a thing that I posted. If you can check my Instagram, you'll see it when it comes into the levels. And if that's in US dollars, considering what is low income, what is poor, what is low income, what is middle, and that says that says the sentiment. Even if you equate it to EC dollars, it's very sad though. But hey, when people don't know, they think that that's what life gives them, even though life can give them so much more. if they just make the right decisions. You see, the important thing about reality, brothers and sisters, is if you make the wrong decisions, reality doesn't care and think that it's going to be, oh, it's going to be sympathetic to your wrong decision. No, reality sometimes will beat you like a rented mule. It'll beat you like a rented mule, man. Trust me. So it's important to make the right decisions because reality will teach you. They will, oh, reality doesn't play no games, not at all. So we can elevate our standards to help our future generation. Right now, it's about helping the future generation or future generation because things are so bad. This is why I'm telling individuals to leave. Because even if Thompson were to come in and try to organize things, this is going to take a good amount of years for things to bounce back to where it used to be back in 2000 to then elevate, brothers and sisters. We have to go back 25 years for us to be able to start elevating, brothers and sisters. And not just that now, we now have competition where Dominica would have excelled in certain things, have the advantage. Other countries have elevated themselves, get what they have to get, and they place themselves in the market. And as a result of placing themselves in the market before Dominica, if Dominica has to come up now, it's going to be very difficult right there. But I think Thompson had a solution when it comes into this situation, and that is, of course, involving the modernization of time. Of course, big up yourself, Vicky, for that post right there. User Max, this doubles guy is a Kamala Sokop. I think you mean Kamala. If you say so. He speaks the truth. Who does he think he is? User Max is saying the reason why they wasn't at Friday swearing in was he will have a quick swearing in. How he can have a quick swearing in and all the other ministers were. That making sense? You saying the reason why they wasn't there because the St. Lucia Prime Minister, new St. Lucia SLP Prime Minister had a quick swearing in ceremony. But the other minister, Antigua was there, Dominica was there, Ralph was there. Really? Mia was there. Really? Really? Bruh, some of all you. Maybe I read that wrong. Maybe he's saying something else. Let's continue, brothers and sisters. It wasn't a Friday swearing in, and he had a quick swearing in. He won Thursday and swearing on Friday. But the other ministers, so the person saying exactly what I think they're saying. And as a matter of fact, I saw Dr. Swallow at Philippe J. Pierre swearing in. Who's Dr. Swallow? Anyways, Philippe J. Pierre swearing in. What was he doing there anyway? Second Friday wanted Alan Chastney to win. Yeah, I mean, we all have our favorites, just like the Dominica and the other people have their favorites as well. They wanted SLP to win. So obviously, but when it comes down to the unification of the Caribbean brothers and sisters, not uniformity, I think you should invite everybody and everybody should come. So don't tell me about quick swearing in ceremony. That is nonsense. You don't know what you're saying, sir. Anyways, Chastney not the SLP. So tell me, why would Philip J. Pierre invite him to his swearing in? Everyone there are sister party to SLP. Why didn't he and Kamala go to Vinci to support Friday's swearing in? Well, that's a good question, no doubt about it. But hey, that's up to them. But we're talking about quick swearing in. Don't try that, sir. Anyways, thanks for the comment. Kamala is a threat. Well, if you're talking about Kamala in the United States, yes, I agree that. Not Kamala. I agree with everything Kamala doing from what I know so far. Big up Kamala in Trinidad. Big up yourself one time. Anyways, Jerome is saying, I am telling you people of Dominica, that's Scared Selly Soul. Imagine. What do you need to? Anyways, imagine Scared using the people money to go and meet the Pope. Just think of, yeah, I found this very strange. And then they come in and tell the people in the public that you're trying to advance Dominica. Really? Who you telling that? Me you telling that? This don't make no sense at all. And tell me if that makes sense. Don't make no sense. If it brings any benefit, well, you look spelling in that place there. You hooked on phonics to help you, sir. But not hooked on phonics, but you know. Any benefit to the people of Dominica? I agree with your comment, no doubt about it. Thank God for tongues. I can speak tongues when it comes down to that comment right there. Jerome again is saying, the same year that is the PT Savan, that the same year that the PT Savan people get a funny disaster is the same year Scary joined that cult. Okay, I tell Skerrit I guess he's telling us, you know, scared sell his soul. He's only manipulating the people of Dominica, Dominica thinking, oh boy, that he is their God. But I agree with your comment, although I have to use some tongues to translate that. No doubt about it. German, you take foot here? Yes, sir. Okay, thanks for the comment. German again is saying, my boy, that is the same thing that I am saying. Scared, let go all the mature ministers and put who he thinks that he can control. No doubt about. Yeah, exactly. That's why when I ask the question, and I'm asking it again, what are the ministers, the new ministers, doing in your constituencies? Are they doing anything to advance your independence? Are they doing anything to elevate the people? Or are they making you dependent? Which one? Are they giving you monies and you think, hey, that's helping me? When you know the economy can actually produce something. If the economy has elevated, it can produce far more than what they are giving you. But they're making you make sure that you stay begging. You know, they're making you stay begging. Beggars are your best friends all the way to slavery. All right. Big up yourself for that comment. No doubt about why clicking it and you don't think. Anyways, St. Lucia, Kersey is saying, okay, let's big it up right there. Kersey saying St. Lucia is doing well economically, especially under the Labour government. Infrastructure is expanding. The roads, highways, towers under construction. The capital, new airport under construction. Okay, residential, all right, towers. Boy, all you St. Lucia, all you boy, all you need some. Anyways, residential towers of 15 floors by Harbour Club. GPH is building a port in Castries and a boardwalk with millions of dollars, lots of construction. My bro, come to in St. Lucia. Boy, I tell you, but thanks for that comment, no doubt about it. So, brothers and sisters. But of course, well, if you indicated that St. Lucia is doing well based on what you see, great. I was just talking about what I saw. I could be wrong in what I saw. Maybe I saw a snippet and you guys saw more. Great, wonderful. Thanks for that comment right there. This individual user Max also commented, say, I agree, St. Lucia are smart. I agree, Lucians are smart and didn't fall for this trap. These people think is everyone stupid. What? All right, so thanks for that comment under that comment. St. Lucia is not doing well economically under the DLP government. I guess is thing. Well, that person says St. Lucia not doing well. So all you saying St. Lucia doing well, and then the same St. Lucia say they're not doing well. So it's kind of confusing. I am talking about what I see. Anyways, thanks for those comments right there, people. Where you from? Sigma, you know St. Lucia? Okay. Amen to that. We St. Lucians know that. Thanks. All right then. I work during Chastney Rain, this individual is saying, and I work in during, I guess, Philip. And the cost of living has tripled. People are struggling to maintain their families, even in the schools. They're giving the children crap to eat in case you play in a blind eye. In the truth is the truth. Well, that person is saying, completely counteracting what you're saying, and they're living in St. Lucia. So, like I indicated before, brothers and sisters, I was just giving my point of view, what I saw coming to St. Lucia over and over and over. And to me, things have went down. That is what I have noticed. Okay? Back in the day, it was clear. St. Lucia was banging and all those kind of things. The vibes in understand from my point of view. And then I noticed St. Lucia going down the drain. But hey, it could just be my own anecdotal experience. And yours might be different, just like this individual agreed with me on that sentiment. But hey, everybody have their thought process. One Love is saying there was no war in Ukraine when Alan Chastney was in power. That's why things were cheaper. Sorry about that, brothers and sisters. I was just caught up right there. But, you know, that's if you... Philippe was not subsidizing things, would have been... Okay, well, thanks for that comment. So you too. Okay, we talk about St. Lucia. One Love is saying, LG is saying, foolishness. Do you know how much is a barrel of oil now? It's much cheaper than when Chastney was in power. Anyways, thanks for those comments, brothers and sisters. The ECLP. Oh, I guess that's a Trinidadian one. Yeah, I remember when I did the research on it, I remember seeing that one. I thought it was a past thing. That's why I said Trinidad doesn't have a Labour Party. But when I looked at I did a quick research on it, and it seems like these were past, or maybe it's a minor party right there. But thanks for that comment. No doubt about it. 4M Weak City is saying, lol, when will people understand that God is the only PM they need? When men form the royal donkey, it's a reflection of the people's mind. Yes, brothers and sisters. Like I always stated what Professor Lumumba said. He said the people get what they truly deserve. And unless the people wake up and realize what is happening to them, they will get what they truly deserve. It's very interesting that Labour Rights voting for Labour Right Party in Dominica, but they're trying to escape. What on earth is this? They don't want to get what they deserve. It's interesting. When mankind making trouble and talking all sorts of nonsense on Facebook, they're talking all sorts of nonsense, but they overseas talking nonsense, getting a better economic standing, while Dominica is so fine. Make that make sense to me right there. But I agree, Dominica, one of the things the great book says, if people hear my voice, and harden not their heart, I will hear. They cry out to me, I will hear, and I will heal the land. That's what the great book says, brothers and sisters. So, of course, I agree that, no doubt about it. 4M Week is saying again, and a blind man can see that these boys sold out to forward the one world government. Yes, global government, brothers and sisters. If you pay attention to an international basis, brothers and sisters, you realize certain things is going. This is one of the reasons why I definitely sided with Trump, because Trump is against the global nonsense that is happening. This is why they removed themselves from the World Health Organization and a number of other entities that were trying to then push things on Dominica and push things on the Caribbean and push things on other nations, which, of course, remember, Skerrit signed document after being warned. To understand it, brothers and sisters, when you have the wrong set of people leading you, create chaos for yourself. People doesn't seem to understand these things. And they think nothing is happening. Nothing happening until it's too late. It's too late. I was talking about the whole situation involving the mining, brothers and sisters. The mining situation now in full bloom. There's that video I have to do a reaction of, brothers and sisters. Look out for it on Monday. I have to do a set of videos, but anyways, it is what it is. Even a blind man can see what these boys are pretty much doing. Sold out to for the one world government. All seeing eyes. I have to agree with you, no doubt about it. You've seen it yourself. What was the name of the ship in the Matrix movie? And control the entire world at one point. I can't remember, but I agree with your sentiment right there. Hendrix, were you writing? Boy, Hendrix, were you writing for me? Yes, Lord. Anyways, Hendrix is saying, my friend, can you define what education is? Education actually means to pull from. What is happening right now is an indoctrination. So education comes from the word educere, to pull from. You pull out the person's talent and skills and help them to further enhance it. That's what you do. That's what education used to be about. Today it's about indoctrination. Anyways, Lee Kuan of Singapore understood what he had to be done, what he had to do in Singapore, pretty much work out for all his people, just not the ones in his party. Do African people globally have what it takes to change course? Yes, they do. In fact, it was the African sentiment that actually moved first, and then as a result of not the aggressive nature, passive nature of the African people, they were taken over, and as a result of that, we have what is happening today. But in fact, the whole sentiment of this whole thing came from African understanding. It was in fact Africa that educated the world. It's hard to believe, but if you go all the way back, brothers and sisters, you realize that Africa, well, the Middle East, Northern Africa, is what actually educated the world. It came from a long line, and then, of course, the passive nature of Africans turned into something, and hundreds of years passed, and as a result of this sentiment, weakened the African people, and then more people came in and, did a set of chaos. Anyways, understood that he had to bring Chinese, Indians, and other races together as one people, one nation to succeed. Dominica, as small as it is, separate the country into two camps. Africa has 500 camps with different tribes. America and Europe has 2 camps. The winner lead country. I think it's just about political parties, not the Caribbean and Africa. Solve the problem, and you will have more time to study how to build an aircraft. Okay. They have reminded me since I was a child, a little youth, that nothing good comes from Mahu. What? Mago? Okay, you know what that is. Magot. All right then. People there saying on the streets all the time, Wesley, I guess it's Maui talking about right here. All right, people there stay on the streets all the time. Yeah, no doubt about it. Wesley is Wesley. Mao people care nothing about what is happening in West. I find that really strange, man. I found that strange. You mean the man come and just do things and all you just stay quiet? And then they're giving all your land for less than what it's actually worth? And all you just stay quiet? No land studies, none of that stuff. All you just take blows. That's how slavery happened, you know, brothers and sisters. That's what I just talking about right there. The passive nature. And they just let people abuse them, you know. One of the reasons why I like what Roberts is saying in Trinidad, when he's talking about bringing the pellets in, let the people own pellets, because the reason why there's so much crime happening, especially when it comes down to people coming inside your house and thieving and going and this kind of things, is because there's no protection for these people. And you were to call the police, sometimes the police doesn't come. In places like Lavantil, police doesn't hardly show up. If police show up, that's a miracle, you know. So he's talking about arming the people and arming the citizens, not just arming them, but training them as well to be able to utilize this stuff. If you know you have somebody with a pellet, you think you come inside that person's house? Huh? You don't afraid you get two lead in your backside, no? Yeah, anyway, brothers and sisters. But I find it really, really interesting what has happened in Wesley. Post myself, Grand Base, I don't know. Post in the North cares nothing about Roseau people. Travel the Caribbean, Jamaicans don't even know where Dominica is. Yes, I found it really, really interesting. They didn't know when I went to Jamaica the first time. And I was talking to the second time. The first time when I went on that Obama. The third time, one of them times, brothers and sisters, I was talking to those people, and the people have no clue where Dominica is to go and get the map and show them. So they finally know where Dominica is now. Anyway, Jamaica don't even know where Dominica is and has no interest. No, they don't. Some who knows calls a small island. Some call it the Rock. You cannot solve that problem. You can talk all you want. MMC and others will always control you. Well, they're not controlling me. Now they control you. Not me. Can we solve that problem? No. Yes, we can. If the people rise up and say, enough is enough. Stop your dirty ways. But people don't do that. They will get in their breadcrumbs, you know. It's like me trying to ask you, who is the Most High? Well, you know the Most High is the Creator. Where did you learn it? Well, you learn it from the great book. And it goes back to society. Even science proves who the Most High is. But anyways, that's a whole other story right there. According to philosophy said about God. Anyways, thanks for that comment, sir. You comment on some other stuff right there. I myself don't have time for that. This is BS. What is BS? I don't know what you're talking about. So you need to clarify yourself right there. St. Lucia have no clue of what is happening. St. Lucia is prepare having nothing, no privacy, and you all with will be happy. What? The country is not doing well. Yeah, look at somebody else come and say St. Lucia not doing well, but apparently, you know, thanks for the comment. This individual again is saying, what is it? Lineker. Henry. I can remember Philip J. Pierre when he came to seek advice from St. Skerrit. Something is fishy. People make your voices heard. Yeah, I said I remember this. I actually said that I remember it well when he did that. And that's when St. Lucia to me went down, because St. Lucia ended up in a lot of problem with the United States. I know they're watching United States. I warn you, but people doesn't listen, but okay. All right then. LG saying, you see, same, thanks for the comment, man. Thanks for the comment. Lineker Henry saying, I can remember. Oh, that's a double comment right there. All right then. Gregory, the people voted for them. That is why they are in office. They are doing a good job. That is why they formed the government. Not always. No, brothers and sisters. Well, thanks for the comment. That is not always the case. I don't know, when I click it, it doesn't. Anyways, you probably have a glitch or something. Sometimes they bringing in people, and in Dominica's case, I don't know for the other countries, but I know in Dominica's case, it brings in a lot, thousands, hundreds to thousands of people to come and tilt the scale against the people actually living in Dominica. And I find that really, really strange. That should never be. You guys are jokers. What are you talking about? I guess in relation to that comment. Okay, cool. Thanks. Thanks for that comment. Greg is saying, bullshit from you and this Trini guy. I am St. Lucia, and St. Lucia is doing well when the Labour Party just won election 16-1. We are in good. Okay, well, thanks for that comment, sir. Thanks for that comment. All right, MS. Instead of reacting to the video with the most comment, why not grab 2 comments from each video? One you rate as trash and the other you rate as a top shelf. You highlighting the video already. Thanks for that comment, sir. Mystelics, my friend, I know you are a deep thinker. That is why I like talking to you. Think, my brother, think. Thanks for telling me. Think. I do think. I want you to take a good look at the Black Global. Okay, that is not about. Well, guys, you can read it. What, bro? Are you serious, bro? I know, bro. Thanks for that comment. You tripping? You can read all this, bro. What do you think this is? This is a book writing, bro. Anyways, MS is saying Anil said all this, but he didn't say who they appointed in position that doesn't support them. Did Kamala? But what do you mean who in position that doesn't support them? They're supposed to appoint people that don't support them now. That's stupid, ain't it? Why would you appoint people that don't support you or support the policies and the rhetoric that you want to push in the country? That making sense? That don't making sense, sir. You can't appoint anybody from the opposition party supporters in key positions. Why would she do that? Why? I don't understand. What? In Dominica, did they appoint anybody in the opposition in keynote regions? Troops rallies out of government, so low demand, I guess loud demand, name, and focus on your plans to reduce crimes in Trinidad. The Labour parties have already stated it's a franchise, so what's the surprise in them attending each other's? So they did state it's a franchise, and that is a problem. It should not be about a franchise, because they're going to be doing what Labour wants to do instead of what the people want to do. And this is why it's important for government to switch over and change over. Anyway, thanks for that comment, sir. Carlos is saying, forget about Ross. Every time you keep mentioning Ross is over, get over it. I will never get over it. But thanks for the comment right there. GND, not sure what that is. Scared should, Tanisha is saying, Scared should be the next to get shook. He and Ralph better believe, right? He and Ralph believe they own a country. I agree with that, bro. Thumbs up to that. Is the people that have them where they, well, sometimes not the people, no? Is the people, well, I have to agree, the people, because if people decided, hey, we want to vote, if 100,000 people on the voters list and have 60,000 people in Dominica, everybody should go and vote. No matter how much hundreds and thousands of people you bring in, if everybody decide, hey, we fed up with Scarlet, we want a new change, we want something to elevate, we finally want something to happen for us on our benefit, not for them, while they're giving us breadcrumbs, then we make the change ready. So thanks for that comment, no doubt about it. Josiah, his comment, okay, these people are commenting to the comment right there. I was just going to write the same thing when I see your comment. It is Dominicans who vote Scarlet continuously. That man was in power since 2004. He was in power in 2001. 2004 he came in. So 21 years he's in power. Thanks for the comment. I'm trying to scroll along for the other one, but I know you guys cannot see it, so I'll just read it for you guys. No, man, I cannot do that. I have to make sure you guys see it. All right, then. Francis Byron. All right. They had gotten too big for their bridges. I think so. Anyways, guys, this is all the comments that I have to react to right there for that particular video. Thanks to every single one of you guys on the comments that you made. I might have disagreed with some of them. I agree with some of them. But that's just how it is, brothers and sisters. We have our own opinions based on what we see, based on what we project. But I think when it comes into the opinions, sometimes we need to move aside of the opinions and try to focus on what is actually happening. Because sometimes the way you view things is based off, oh, I support that party, so that party is doing great and whatnot. Sometimes you might benefit from it, but doesn't mean the general scope might be benefiting. Just like I mentioned, when I went to St. Lucia, maybe that particular government, the previous government, was the one benefiting those business places, maybe, and as a result of them, the government not there, and it could be that, brothers and sisters. But I'm just seeing from my point of view what I've seen when it comes to this sentiment, and also others have made the statements. I've seen on both, heard on both sides, where people are for SLP and people who are against SLP. And then I come to St. Lucia, I see what I see, and it doesn't look, you know, that's how I view my trajectory right there. Everyone had their own takes and stuff. Kudos to everybody for the comments and so forth, brothers and sisters. Of course, keeping in mind that next Saturday, Godspeed, I'll be reacting to the next week's, the upcoming week's reaction from Monday to Friday. So let me leave your thoughts in the comment box below. You guys definitely want to tune in on Monday, no doubt about it. I might do a video tomorrow on BrBpTV. I want to do one. Hopefully, I'm not sure. But if I do, brothers and sisters, subscribe to BrBpTV for you to get notified. I will also try to post it everywhere on my platform so that you guys can definitely subscribe to the platforms as well. And of course, you'll be notified when I post and publish right here. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for tuning with your boy right here. Be real, Saturday King always. Thanks so much for watching. In the name of Yeshua, brothers and sisters. Be positive.